one thing. I absolutely could not believe it this last week. One thing this last week alone was insane. One thing really just made a change. It made all of these other videos, which um, speak on the Pomodoro technique, removing ads from your laptop, all of these things, um, like blockers, getting yourself off certain websites, all of this really didn't do anything. The number one thing to seriously find results in this light of productivity was to accept myself as just valuing productivity in my mind, allowing myself to crave productivity. And it's an insane view where you're sort of pushing the limits, where you're sitting and doing nothing and wondering, okay, what could I be doing with this time? Should I be doing X? Should I be doing Y? When you're sitting in a house and everyone's just watching TV, I found myself like itching, like, what am I doing? I could be doing something much, much better, right? This is a slow mindset shift, and there's a few other things that I've been doing my whole life. Obviously, cold showers, um, everything all together, it adds up. So the more things you do, the better. This is not to say you must do every technique. I think it's all these things that cultivate your energy and harness this specific energy in which you can really just destroy anything that you need to do on your to-do list, whether it's on your to-do list, whether it's to actually get things done in a in a fast manner, and so on. So there's a few things. Number one, skim it down to the absolute basic of what it needs to be and focus on speed. Get your stuff done quickly. I understand there may be a project or whatever, but with Parkinson's law, it's gonna swell to fit the time box. So if you sit and ask yourself again and again and again and again, whenever you coming into contact with a new task and when you're writing it down on your to-do list, how can I make this simpler? What is the MVP? What is the basic thing that I'm trying to get out? Now, obviously, if it's a school project or something, you can't strip down what you need to do and you can't be just doing the basics, but you can split it up into checkable tasks, right? First things first, you look at, say, school project, you want to do researching, and then list off, find 5 good websites, or just some kind of actionable step that's measurable. Break it up into these goals, check it off. So build together your checklist by breaking down all of the tasks that you're dealing with into smaller bite-sized chunks, and things that you can, if you can read it and just do, like, if you're trying to map out your morning routine, right? You're not gonna write wake up, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, or whatever. You want it just done, something that can be done immediately. So brush your teeth, cold shower, meditate. It, don't waste too much time on the nitty gritty. If it's a question, phrase it like that. If it's a yes, no, phrase it like that, so that you just circle yes and move on to the next thing. Because all of this will aid you when you're going forward, right? The next thing you want to do is, once you have the to-do list, once you're coming in with the mindset, okay, I want to fly through each one of these items. I don't want to stop at number 3. I want to just finish this and crave more. You should be almost itching to get the next item. You should be happy that there's another to-do list, and it's a mindset thing, right? You need to view yourself as, say, a man with, or a woman with the world on their shoulders. You got people that you care about that you're doing this for, right? If you're studying and you're trying to provide for a future family, think about all of that and use that as drive to fly through all of your tasks, right? It is as simple as, if you word it as simply as you can to get in and do it, it will help you visualize the task as a quick check off item, number one. Number two is when you meet the next task, you know exactly what you need to do. So this is the most basic form, right? You obviously throughout the middle of the day will need to sit and redo this if you're finding new tasks that you have to sit and mull over. But 100% you need to just take it step by step. And if you can go in terms of like really just focusing on trying to increase your productivity with the to-do list, simple items, and that mindset of this is like my plate of food and it's basically the to-do list, and you got A, B, C, D, and as soon as you get through it, you want to get through A, B, C, D, and then you want to come back with like looking for a fresh plate, right? It's not an idea of like rest or whatever, because you will rest. You'll be absolutely exhausted after the first day of doing this. But the one thing that is completely limited is your ability as a human being to do things. And specifically, yes, you're limited in life with the years you have, but when you wake up in the day and you have a task to get done, you need to understand that as you wake up, there's a slow drop off where you like fully wake up, but the energy you have for that day is limited. It's limited by the hours you have, and it's limited by the number of hours that you can continuously work, right? So the biggest thing to really just 10x your productivity, all of these things, intermittent fasting, cold showers, I want to say journaling, but journaling not so much. I think if you, instead of journaling, you focus on just cultivating a massive to-do list of all the things you needed to do, you will fly through it. The next thing is just ensuring cleanliness, making sure everything around you is clean. And yeah, if you really structure your day where you know that at the beginning of the day, you're going to have these peaks of high energy, and as it goes on, these peaks of high energy are going to dip as you take on more and more tasks. If you believe that, it will be so. But if you believe that, okay, I got the first thing done, let's jump into the next. I got the next thing done, let's jump into the next. And you build like a slowly upward force of where you're just getting better at handling tasks. Every time you get something done, you're getting better at it. Just like, if you could visualize it, imagine a fire like within that's just ready to like spread and grow and just attack every task that you have. If you have that visualization and you carry that with you, understand that you're cultivating this fire to just be productive, to get something done, to get that project done, study for this, push out. Like if it's studying, it's a bit harder because people tend to like map out chunks in terms of like an hour of studying towards this, and then I'll take a break. 100% you should take a break. Whether you're doing like Pomodoro technique or not, it doesn't matter. The main thing is you need to break the studying into like an actionable step that is measurable. So whether it's study chapter 1, don't care about time. Like seriously, even if you have to subdivide that at chapter 1, pages 5 to 10. Pages 5 to 10, now you know, okay, I need to get through these 5 to 10 pages before I can check it off. Even if you got to break it down to page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10, and you go through all of that. So you check off, okay, I finished page 5, I summarized the whole thing, I mapped out 5 questions that I could be asked for it, and I put all the answers together. This page is fine. I've read through it twice. I've mapped out all of these things. Check. Then you go into the next one and the next one and the next one. It doesn't have to be on an individual page basis, but you get what I'm saying. It could be on a topic basis. So the chapter it's chapter 5. There's 3 subcategories, and category 1, do a mind map, say. Get it out of the way. Read it again. Like, create like questions for yourself to study, to ask yourself and get through. All of these things can be massively helpful and really will just help you on your productivity. Just cultivating that little basically just managing all of your tasks into like digestible pieces, and then like attacking that with this productivity fire, you will 100% not not be stopped by anything in your way. 100% you need to just attack it, and you will make it. It'll help you grow, and you will become so much more productive. A quick hint, just like an extra tip, is don't multitask at all. Really, if you want to be focusing on that task, allow yourself to become that little actionable step. Allow yourself to be absorbed by it. It will feel amazing when you do this. But 100%, just let yourself do that. Do not allow distraction. What you need to understand is this productive fire works very well when you focus on one thing at a time. When you allow everything that you complete fully, because that's really what you're doing. You're gaming your mind to complete step A, then to complete step B, and then to complete step C. When you complete step A, you want to jump into step B right away, but enjoy completing it. Ticking it off should feel good. And from that, you should fly into the next one. Finish step B, fly into the next one. Finish step C, fly into the next one. Finish step D, and then so on and so forth. You should be mapping through to-do lists. It should be like you're on fire and they're handing you sheets of paper and you're just burning through it, right? Another thing that can help is meditation. If you can really focus on meditation, I'm going to do a full video on that another time, but meditation, cold showers, all of these things help me. And seriously, when I tell you, in the last week, I have not known productivity like this, and more people need to know about it, because it is just the ultimate hack.